watching WKYT News at Noon.
Good afternoon. Bill Bryant and Barbara Bailey for WKYT News. We're right now hitting 12:30. A woman accused in a deadly crash was brought to court on a stretcher this morning to answer to the charges against her.
Police say Sabra McCarty crashed into Sarah Caudle's car while under the influence 2 weeks ago in Rowan County. Caudle died. After entering a plea, McCarty's attorneys had a request of their own. WKYT's Mark Barber explains in our top story at 12:30. Mark.
Sabra McCarty's attorney says she was on her way to the hospital last week when she was arrested in an ambulance. He says she has been sitting in a jail cell with serious injuries these past 5 days. Her grandmother is worried about her health. She says that she was told that another inmate is the one who's providing medical care. As McCarty was wheeled into the courtroom on a stretcher, her attorney said several of her vertebrae are crushed. Her heels are broken, her femur is broken, one of her arms is broken, and she has serious injuries to her internal organs. McCarty's attorney is pushing to get her out of the Rowan County Detention Center and into a hospital. The judge denied his request to lower her $500,000 bond and is checking to see what the courts need to do to move her to a hospital. This morning, the 30-year-old's attorney entered a not guilty plea for her 2 charges of murder and wanton endangerment. According to an arrest citation, McCarty was under the influence when she crashed into a car on Highway 32 back on May 1st. Sarah Caudle, the driver of the other car, was killed. The 23-year-old graduated from Morehead State University last year. She was back in the area for the annual MSU Gala. McCarty will be back in court next Tuesday for another hearing. The judge could decide if she will be transferred from a jail cell to a hospital next week. In Morehead, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you. We've called the jailer at the Rowan County Detention Center to ask about the medical care their inmates receive, but we're still waiting on a call back. 4 people have now been charged in the murder of a teenager. 18-year-old DeMichael Bolton was killed outside the Eagle Lake Convention Center in Anderson County in October. A Kentucky State University homecoming after party was going on there at the time. Police have charged William Edwards, Kenneth Berry, Antoine James, and Kendall Berry for that murder. They'll be arraigned June 9th.
Grief counselors have been made available to students who are remembering a former classmate today. 19-year-old Alexis Thompson died in a crash yesterday morning in Bourbon County. She had graduated from George Rogers Clark in Clark County last year. One of Thompson's close friends described her as a sweet and loving person.
She was always a shoulder that I could cry on and somebody I could turn to if I ever needed someone to talk to.
Thompson was on her way to work at the Bourbon County Hospital when she crashed. Police are still investigating the cause. A man suspected in a string of arsons will be back in court this afternoon. 38-year-old John Roth will have a preliminary hearing in Jessamine County later today. Police say Roth and a 17-year-old broke into and set fire to 6 homes in Garrett, Jessamine, Scott, Madison, and Fayette counties. Police arrested him after they say he tried to sell some items stolen from a Madison County home at a Nicholasville pawn shop. The managers of an RV business want to track down a Winnebago that was stolen right off of their lot this morning.
The theft also caused damage to Northside RVs in Lexington. WKYT's Victor Puente shows us what happened in a story that's new at 12:30.
The managers here at Northside RV are hoping someone saw that Winnebago this morning. Not only did the thief steal the RV, they used it as a battering ram to get through the front gate. They believe the theft happened sometime between 6 and 7 this morning after their security guard had left, but before the first employee arrived. That Mini Winnie looks exactly like this one, but the stolen one would have pretty heavy damage to its front. A wheel cover was still on the ground when I arrived, and that gate was destroyed when the Winnebago went through it this morning. They aren't sure how the thief got it started. It's a rental unit, but the keys were still in the office. They also don't know how someone didn't notice that RV tearing through the front gate just off of Broadway and New Circle.
I'm not sure if anybody out there saw anything or saw anything unusual go through the front gate. Obviously, it's something that's never happened here in the 30-plus years we've been in business, so I'd like to reach out and see if anybody noticed anything this morning.
Because that RV was used as a rental, it does have a license plate. That number is 708FD. It also is missing a mirror in addition to whatever other damage that crash caused. In Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Now, Lexington police ask that anyone with information on that RV to give them a call.
The weather will play a role in what is next for a Garrett County sinkhole. Crews filled the sinkhole in Friday because it was getting too close to Fork Church Road. It reopened, though, over the weekend. The property owners think the rain is to blame for that.
The road department and the judge is out here this morning. They said they'd just hold out until see what happened when all this rain came.
The family who lives in that home are staying put for now. The property owner says they are not worried because the home is built on a concrete slab.
2 delicate brain surgeries have given a 13-year-old Kentucky boy his life back. Joey Maggard of Lincoln County was diagnosed with epilepsy at 9 years of age. Maggard went through 9 different medications before doctors declared his epilepsy medically resistant. He suffered 20 to 30 seizures a month, leaving him unable to go to school. Maggard has been seizure-free since a team from the Kentucky Neuroscience Institute performed surgery in January.
Whenever I had seizures, I was scared, like, is it going to happen today? How many am I going to have? Is it going to be bad, or is it going to be okay a little bit? But after the surgery, I feel like I could just wake up and be happy for the rest of the day.
Oh, and that is good to hear. Maggard is back in school and will finish 7th grade in Lincoln County next week. He plans to start playing soccer again this summer. He hopes to become a neurologist when he's older.
Well, I'd bet on him. He seems very determined, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We certainly wish him the best.
We do. Stay with us on WKYT News. We have a lot more coming up for you. How you can help Kentuckians who are fighting cancer by simply going on a run or walk.
And making college affordable for all students.
Very slight chance at a couple of sprinkles down in southern Kentucky the rest of the afternoon. Most of us stay dry. Most of us look pretty good. Then we head off into the night and into tomorrow. Widespread rain comes our way. I'm going to show you that for all you voters tomorrow, coming up next.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
A couple of sprinkles are possible down toward the Cumberland region as we continue to track off throughout the rest of the afternoon. Other than that, I really don't see much falling out of the sky or even reaching the ground. But yeah, you can see that down toward the Lake Cumberland and also making your way back toward Casey County, Adair County, Russell County, those areas. It is a possibility, but for the most part, we stay mainly dry. 56 degrees right now in Lexington. It's not a great feel this time of year. You got to remember, we are mid-May when typically at this time of year we're in the lower 70s, and we're not even going to be close to that once we travel off into the rest of the afternoon. Upper 50s, lower 60s expected today. Mostly cloudy skies. We stay mainly dry. Remember, a 20% chance of rain through the afternoon hours. And then we slide off into the night. Anywhere from 9 p.m. to about midnight is when you start to see a couple of showers move on in. It's not widespread during that time. The actual widespread rain comes later on tonight and into tomorrow morning. That's when it really slides on in here. So if you're thinking about going to vote tomorrow morning look extremely soggy. The best bet, now there's still a chance toward the afternoon too, but the best bet to actually get out there, vote without getting any rain on you is going to actually be toward the afternoon hours. 40% chance toward the afternoon, 80% chance during the morning hours. Nonetheless, it's all day long you will have that chance, especially along 64 and northbound. Now, the next 48 hours, still cool air is in place. Now, we're not going to be as cold as we were this morning, but no doubt about it, we're still going to be in the upper 50s, lower 60s for most. I will tell you this. If you're in southern Kentucky tomorrow, there is a front that's rolling through, actually moving northbound, okay? And that front sits over us. It's a warm front. If you're south of that front, then you're talking about some pretty mild conditions. Southern Kentucky, I expect you guys to be in the upper 60s, lower 70s tomorrow afternoon. I actually feel pretty nice. And the rest of us sitting there in the upper 50s, lower 60s. So it all depends on where you are in line with that front. And that's tomorrow. Rain will be likely. Remember, morning hours till about midday, that looks like an 80% chance of rain. Afternoon is more like a 40% chance. Morning showers there on Wednesday. That moves out Wednesday afternoon. Thursday look pretty good. Friday and Saturday, guys, a system comes in from the south, bringing in a lot of moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. those look like pretty soggy days. You might want to have a backup plan. I know we're days away, but still have a backup plan just in case, guys.
Okay, we've got to see that unsettled pattern continuing with a few nice days here and there.
Enjoy them.
Exactly. There are many brave faces when it comes to cancer, and you can help show your support for those affected by the disease. The Kentucky Cancer Link is holding a second annual Brave Faces of Cancer 5K.
Vicki Blevins Booth, Kentucky Cancer Link Executive Director, along with Melissa Carrer, are here to tell us all about it. We do thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it. What is really the mission of Kentucky Cancer Link? What does it do?
Well, Bill, our mission is to provide resources for folks needing cancer screenings. So part one of our mission is to offer cancer screenings, whether it's mammogram, in-home colon kit, or maybe they're interested in the new lung cancer CT scan, or cervical cancer, any of the evidence-based cancers. We really want people to have access to screening. And then after a diagnosis of cancer, our mission is to provide support identifying barriers that people face when they are, diagnosed with cancer. It could be transportation, which is our #1 request, and other things, personal needs that people have.
Kind of help guide them.
Really help them along the way. So tell us about the Brave Faces of Cancer 5K.
We're really excited about it this year. It's presented by UK Healthcare, great supporter. It's going to be on Saturday, May 28th at Coldstream Park. Over in Lexington off of Newtown Pike there, and we've already had some great registration numbers rolling in, and we're just looking forward to just having a great day celebrating all the brave faces of cancer, because as we know it affects everybody, and the brave faces are including not only the people going through it and those who have passed, but also the family and coworkers and friends who have walked alongside.
All that support team along the way.
If there are folks out there who say, this is a tremendous cause, I would like to help, but I'm unable to take part in the race for scheduling reasons or some other reason, is there a way they can do that?
Absolutely. On our website, kycancerlink.org, there's the link. They can be a virtual runner and get their race t-shirt, or they could make a donation. $25 gets a patient to and from cancer treatments. And so just know that even a small amount goes a long way.
Vicki, I understand Kentucky Cancer Link is launching an Until campaign in June. What's that about?
Yes. Well, basically, our slogan for that, Barbara, is until there's a cure for cancer, Kentuckians need help today. We see it every day in our office, and it's really a campaign. We've got a lot of great support for it. But we want people to really understand that Kentuckians need help when they're diagnosed. We have some little bracelets we'll be giving out that really are our little symbol for the Until campaign, and you can learn a lot about it on our Facebook page and our website.
And it will be a great day when we don't need any of the services.
And yes, absolutely.
Awesome.
We hope for that. We're encouraging people to be the Until. For that. So.
Very good.
Well, we appreciate you coming in.
Good luck with everything.
Yeah,
Thank you.
A good race on that day. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
Coming next, extending the hope for needy students who dream of going to college.
We'll tell you how one organization is making that dream come true. That's next on WKYT.
Welcome back. Great to have you with us on WKYT. College isn't always an option for students leaving high school. That's especially true for students in rural eastern Kentucky, where the poverty level is quite high. But the Mission of Hope is helping turn dreams into reality through its college scholarship program.
To learn more about it, we're joined by Emmett Thompson, Mission of Hope Executive Director. Welcome. Glad to have you here.
Thank you, Barbara. Bill, good to be back.
Good to see you. We're talking about folks who have all the promise in the world if they just have that opportunity for an education, right?
Yeah, that's true. You've been so kind and great to talk about our back to school and Christmas programs in these rural areas, and we just feel like scholarship is the ticket for helping break the cycle of poverty and targeting kids that might not get one otherwise.
So it's more than just giving somebody a scholarship. It's really changing lives.
It is, Barbara. We've got 47 kids on active scholarship. We have 23 graduates, about to have 8 more, adding 15 more. They all are on $2,500 scholarships, and well over 95% of the graduates are the first to graduate from any kind of 2 or 4 year school.
And because of that, sometimes they need some additional mentoring, and you do that as well, right? You match them with someone?
We do, Bill. We try to recruit a Mission of Hope friend to be a mentor. Our mentoring program is very laid back. We just want to have somebody to encourage them A lot of our kids don't have somebody to do that, and we feel like, you know, they deserve that, and it's just a volunteer task.
A lot of people would want to be able to help. How do you become a mentor?
Well, you can go to our website, for time's sake, Barbara, at missionofhope.org, and get every kind of bit of information that, you know, you'll find about us. The scholarships are $2,500. That doesn't sound like a lot, but a lot of the high schools we go to, it's as big a scholarship as being given out. And we would be grateful if people deem this worthy of support as they do others.
And if people are interested in doing that, learning first more about your organization and all of the efforts that you put forth, how can they do that and get involved?
Well, if they go to our website, they'll find, and that's donated by a Mission of Hope friend. We've got a little bit of everything we do. You know about the back to school and Christmas and scholarship. We're building construction projects now. We do ramps, we do minor repairs, we don't build houses, and there are other things we do throughout the year. So we're just trying to work through schools and mountain ministry centers like our friends in Williamsburg we talked about earlier, and all over Appalachia, so we can just kind of help them help their community.
All right, missionofhope.org. We hope people will check it out and support the program. Wonderful what you do.
Thank you.
And I know you travel all over Appalachia, so safe travels. We appreciate you coming, Emmett.
Thank you both.
Right. And stay with us now.
She won the Kentucky Fiddle Championship, and she's taught the violin to students as far away as Kenya.
We're going to hear from today's Woodsong's Kid coming up on WKYT. Okay, into the afternoon we go, and you know, what are you doing over there?
Putting on my mic.
Okay.
I don't know why I took them off.
Trying to get out of here early.
Yeah,
Did you bust me?
Here's the look across the region. The rest of the afternoon, only a slight chance of rain, 20%, that's it. Most of us stay dry. It really comes later on tonight, guys. A lot of moisture back toward the west, and it's sliding our direction. We'll see that overnight and into tomorrow.
Okay, well, keep watch on that. Of course, Election Day tomorrow. Folks need probably an umbrella.
Umbrella will be needed.
That's a good thing to do.
That's right.
We hope you have a pleasant afternoon. The Young and the Restless is next.
Going to leave you today with the music of this week's Woodsong's Kid, 17-year-old Allie Hagan, who is from Nicholasville. Enjoy the music.